I bought more Optimism OP. And I feel like of all blue chip cryptocurrencies, this is probably by far the best buying opportunity for all cryptos, especially blue chips. Now, I'm looking for coins that have substance, especially in the blue chip, because that's already high up. Like, you don't hear me talk about blue chips often. And if I'm going to talk about blue chip, I'm going to be putting big money in it, but I'm also putting big money in a project, a business, a company that I feel can make me massive gains. And the good thing with this is I don't need to have 100x, 200x. I could have a 50x and still make massive gains with this blue chip. Why am I choosing Optimism? Welcome back. If it sounds interesting, drop that like, because this has already proven itself. Optimism has proven itself for a layer 2 solution to be the most dominant flipping layer 2 solution out there. Now, I remember sharing my videos on Polygon a year ago, saying make $300,000 ish, with Matic. Back then it used to be called Matic, changed to Polygon. And so you did. Like, because if you bought back then, you was buying it at a penny. You can watch that video if you want in your own time. You was buying it at a penny. Grab it up, let me show you the penny. And then it went up to like $3 or $2.90 something cents. You made massive gains. Now, that was for what it was at that time. Times have changed, right? Technology is more faster. There you go, there's the penny right there. Times have changed. Things are more advanced, more superior. This optimistic roll-ups technology for ZK knowledge is powerful. Being able to make payments, it's like it's happened, but you don't, because like they roll it up. All the transactions, they roll it up. It kind of happens before it happens with this optimistic roll-up technology. It's powerful. I've explained in many videos, I'll explain again, but what I'm saying is that the chain is proving itself, or the project is proving itself that its technology works. It's proven itself so much that you've got billionaire or trillionaire companies, I don't know if they're trillionaires, maybe billionaires, that are seriously using this. So let's just take a look at some. Base. Coinbase chose Optimism's OP stack to build their base network. They could have chosen anything. They could have chosen Arbitrum. They could have waited a bit longer and chose Starknet. They could have chose Polygon. Nuh-uh. They chose Base. They chose Optimism OP. This is where it is here. Open source powered by Optimism. Base is built on the Superchain's OP stack. We're joining as a second core dev team working on OP stack to ensure it's public, good, available to everyone, and contributing a portion of sequencer revenue to funding public goods. Cool. They chose Optimism because its technology is just superior. And this is where this is going to shine. And every time you hear Optimism partner up with brand new tech companies that are big, and they say that they're going to be using the OP stack for Optimism, you're going to see Optimism's price absolutely explode in the future. That's just I'm just keeping it simple. Sony is bringing their own blockchain. Guess who they're using? They're using Optimism's OP stack. They're not using Arbitrum. They're not using Starknet. They're choosing OP. OP's proven itself to work. You've now got new up-and-coming projects like Ancient 8 that's just going to blow, because when it comes to gaming, they're using OP's stack. This is built on the Superchain. Guys, I'm telling you now, I'm comfortable. Like, this could fall 70%, I wouldn't even care, because I know in the long term, the next 5 to 10 years, this is going to be one of the biggest, if not the biggest, layer 2 solutions in crypto. Unless Ethereum gets its act together really fast. And here's another thing, and this is the problem that I found, that many other people have found in the crypto space. When you think about Polygon, now I like Matic, it's cool, it's done good, it is what it is. These layer 2s were all claiming they can help Ethereum. We can help Ethereum, we can make it more scalable and everything else. Well, if that's the case, Polygon, I do like them, I promise. Why have your own token? Why not just use the Ethereum token? Because if you want to help Ethereum and you want to scale Ethereum, why not just use ETH? And that's what Polygon does. Sorry, that's what Optimism does. There's too many projects I'm getting. That's what Optimism does. Optimism uses Ethereum as the native token on its network. And if people use its OP stack, like on the base chain, you know, if you use the base chain, you know, you transact everything in the Ethereum token. That is helping and showing true layer 2 solutions for Ethereum. You use ETH as the main gas. And over here on the base chain, it's fast, powerful. That's because of OP. And also it's tiny in fees. I got $2 there. That's going to last me the next 100 years. It literally would, because it's so cheap in fees. I don't know how OP did it, but they did it. Now everybody wants a piece of their tech. And I guarantee you now, if you hear another big tech giant like Sony, not them, but another one that says, oh, by the way, we're making our own chain or whatever it is, and guess what we're using? Optimism's OP stack. This is gonna blow, because every time you hear good news about it, it's gonna make this project more favorable to be a strong blue chip. This will be a supreme blue chip. I see this going to $100 billion. And that's not even a joke. I think Polygon went to like 17, 18 billion in the last cycle. There wasn't much money back then as there was now, right? Because, you know, as time goes on, more money comes in. But I really believe this can go to 100 billion, which I've done my calculation. Works out to be about 57x-ish, roughly 57x. Now, let me just show you real quick, because if you've got 100 billion, if it reaches 100 billion and you're buying this now, not financial advice, do what you want. I'm just showing you why I bought this. I've got a safe investment that can probably make me 50x. Is that 100 billion? Divided by the market cap, it is now 1.7 billion. I get it. I know there's a fully diluted cap there as well. Cool. But like, you know, all tokens ain't released yet. It's still on a vested schedule. My burp. Oh, is it? Total supply, max? Yeah, it's still on a vested schedule. Look, we're talking about 58x, 57, 58x. Well, it says 58 now. Price is going down a little bit. 58x is good for me. If I invest, I've got a bit more. Sometimes I'm transparent. Sometimes it's good to just keep myself to myself. It's my personal business kind of thing. But, you know, let's just say I have more than 10,000 in this. Let's say I have more than 15,000 in this. But even still, 15,000 shouldn't go to 100 billion where I think it can go. My $15,000 turns to $871,000. That's life changing for some. Now, I know average people, I still see myself as average, but when I say average, I mean like, that's a lot of money. 15 grand's a lot of money. People ain't got that all the time. It's a lot of money. You know, sometimes people might have maybe $500 to invest. And if you're someone that doesn't like high risk because you're fed up with meme coins just constantly falling, you're losing that money all the time, and you want more of a safer investment, something where you can just put it in, forget about it for 5 years and come back and say, oh, right, it's up now, made nice profits. I think Optimism is it. And you do what you want with your money. I don't care what you do with your money. I know what I'm doing with my money. Patrons, you saw a recent buy alert for Optimism. I bought big because it's proven itself, man. I ain't got time for second guessing crypto projects. And if I'm playing about with memes, fine. I'm on about coins that I'm keeping in my big long-term portfolio where I can go away for 5 years, enjoy myself, come back and look at the market and say, rah, Optimism's at $60 a piece now. Nice. That's what I want. And I feel like I can do that with this. Some coins you can't, but this I feel like I can, and it will. So, you know, something like a $500 investment for someone. Actually, you know, I'll put 1,000 because I think 1,000 to maybe 2,000. When I was broke and I was struggling, and I have been there, I've been in a situation where I was struggling hard and I was only getting my 200 money from the dole, from the government, you know, job seekers. And I was putting my money in crypto XRP back then. And, you know, I managed to achieve $2,000 investment. And it went up to 5,000, and I lost a lot because, you know, I was silly and made mistakes, which is why this channel's helped you on the journey, because I've taught you all the mistakes that I've made so you don't do the same flipping thing. I was able to afford about 2,000. It took me about 6 months, but I got there. Just selling bits and bobs, selling my Pokemon cards. Just got to keep it real. I got there in the end and I had $2,000 investment. So I think that's achievable for the average person. It might take 6 months, but I think you can achieve it. But if in the next 6 months you could do what you want, I don't care what you do. But if you did have a 2,000 investment over the next 6 months into Optimism, which right now, let's just do this as an example. $2,000, making it a goal of having 1,380 coins. Let's just call it 1,400 coins. If I said to myself, I want to make sure I have a goal of 1,400 coins, $2,028. That's my goal. If I can reach 1,400 optimism, I'm great. I'm going to sit back, not think about it anymore. I'm cool. I'm happy with that. I'll have my 1,400 OP. Cost me $2,028. My $2,028, when it finally goes to where I think it can, which was a 58x going to a $100 billion market cap, I think it can go there. Times that by 58. Over the next 5 years, I make $117,000. Do you think, right, just hear me out. Let's say you're not in crypto. Let's say you're chilling, doing what you're doing every day, which you are. Do you think that you can make $117,000 in the next 5 to 10 years? Let's say 10 years. Let's keep it real, 10 years. And if you do you think it'll be in your bank cash that you can just buy anything you want? I don't think you can. And I'm not trying to be mean to anyone because I couldn't. I struggled back then. I can now. Thank you, universe. I'm grateful for my life. Thank you for everything that I have had and what I'm about to receive. Law of attraction. Use it, please. But the reality is you got to pay bills, you got to pay your rent, you got to pay all of this stuff. If you got a mortgage, you got to pay it. You got kids, you got to pay them. When you do get paid your monthly salary, if it's $1,400 a month, you got to pay tax on that. They take the bloody, what do you call it, VA, whatever it is out of that. So you're not even taking $1,400 a month. You may be taking like $1,000 a month or $1,000 something a month. So over the year, what, $12,000 a year? Times 10, 120,000. Maybe you might just... No, because when you with your 1,000, whatever it is you got left over, I don't know what you do part-time or full-time, you still got to pay your rent and bills and everything else. So let's say that you do have maybe 50 60,000 over 10 years. You've had to work for it is what I'm getting at. With this, I'm not having to work, I'm not having to do anything. I've just taken $2,000, put it in, sat back like this. Come back in 10 years and bang, there's 117 grand. I think it can happen before 10 years. So my realistic prediction, because I have people asking me in the group, VIP group, what do you think it can really go to this cycle? I think we could see about $80 billion. If it goes to 100, great. I think this could reach $80 billion. I think if this keeps happening, Sony, Base, if you keep seeing big tech, big powerful companies using the OP stack, it's just proven that optimism is just doing the right thing to make it one of the best layer 2s out there. And that will just hold value in itself because the companies that are using it show that it works. And we already know it works. Look how successful Base Chain's been. Look how successful Sonium will be when it launches. Look, it's just plastered everywhere. What else is coming? I'm looking at the things. I want to see if there's anything else that I don't know about yet. Just want to see. Is there anything else coming that's using the OP stack? What do you think? Drop your comments down below. I'm interested to know what you guys think. What do you think of this whole optimism? I just think it's a good buy. I would love to catch this at 40 cents a piece, but I don't know if it's going to go down there. If it does, great. And the Sunnies super chain celebration. I don't know what that is. So I'll look in my own time. But what does that say? Optimism is not OP mainnet. Okay, because Bart. It's like I just like Bart. I feel like I'm looking at. Well, not so much because I was really able to get Polygon at such a tiny cap, but it's still an okay size. Like it's a blue chip safe investment that, yeah, you do with blue chips, you do need a bit more money. You need a bit more money to be able to make more money, but you can still make good money if you invest, your 2,000 sort of odd investment. So yeah, drop your comments down below. What do you think? I've just been breezing through. I haven't looked or read anything. Drop your comments. I want to know what you think on optimism. Am I just being crazy and out of my head, or you see what I see, that there actually is mad potential for this layer 2 project because it's just constantly showing and proving itself with other tech giants that come and using them? I'm going to leave it here. Become a Patreon. The link is in the info section. Click it. Come over. Highly recommend you check it out. If I not got it up, can I grab it up like this? I don't do it. There you go. Not that one. That's something else. If you've seen the channel, Exclusive VIP partner tiers, the tier I recommend. It unlocks all my posts. You'll see when I'm buying, selling, staking, all of that stuff. You won't miss a thing. If you can afford it, the next tier above, my CEO tier gives you access to the VIP Telegram group. It's a powerful group. Well, the whole Patreon's powerful, but the VIP group, I'm talking to them all the time. You're super alerted to projects. There's smart investors in this place. They know how to make money. They're making massive gains all the time. I know people just 10x the money on the AI coin. Shout out to you. And they just know how to make money. And you're connecting with powerful, like-minded people, yeah? So come check it out. Guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.
one. Never be defeated.